Mockingbird mornings, because in the background a lot of times you hear a mockingbird. That means I am doing a morning video, so I'm going to call it Mockingbird Mornings. So to all my mockingbirds out there and all of my subbies out there, I would like to say a marvelous good morning. Well, this morning I'm going to show you another little envelope idea that I got from my friend Irene, Crafty Irina, and she came up with this beautiful way that you can make card holders, and I'm trying to find the one that I just made. This right here, this is the one that I got off from Crafty Irina, and it's a envelope holder, tags, and you can make it any size that you want to, as large as you want, as small as you want. So, and you can use any type of paper that you want. This is the papers that I use, and if you go back into my archives, you'll see where I have paste paper, and it shows you the technique. I think I got it from Barb Owens, and she showed you this technique that's called paste paper, where you actually mix paint and liquid starch together. But if you go back, and I probably will link it, and you see these are some of the beautiful paste papers I made. Then I went over and I just hand painted the flowers using regular acrylic paint, and then I used the folk art. I love this stuff. I could buy it by the gallon. It's glitter paint, and you can see where that you get the little glitter effect. And this here, this clear glossy, that is accent, that glossy shiny effect that you get with that. I love it. Okay, so you can use any type of paper you want to. I grabbed some old calendars, whatever. So you can use cardstock or whatever. So I used some old calendars, and like I say, you can make them as large as you want or as small as you want. This is a smaller one. Same concept. So what you do, you get your paper and you fold it in half. Just meet these two corners to find the center. All you have to do is pinch it, and then you fold the right side over to the center, crease it down real good, and then you fold the left side. But with the left side, you have to overlap a little so that you can you won't see that little seam there. So you overlap it here. You see how I kind of overlapped it a little? Okay, and then the bottom, you just bring it up how many inches you want. It's left up to you. You crease the bottom real good, because that is going to be your guide where you cut. So you open it back out and you cut on the fold line. Cut on the fold line, cut up to that fold line, cut this piece off, do the same thing on the right side, cut that piece off, cut up to that piece, and when you get to here, you just kind of narrow that edge off. Okay? Now on this part, if you choose to just leave it like this, or you could use the decorative scissors here. I use hot glue because you know that is my quickest and fastest way. Sometimes it could be dangerous. It's according to how hot your glue gun gets, like mine right now. I think it's smoking. Okay, so you overlap that and you glue that down. Then you put a bead of glue on this bottom part. Fold that flap up, and you have your pocket. Take your decorative scissors. You get these from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, anywhere, and just go across the top to even it off, and you have your decorative bag. Okay, so let me show you once again, and I have them already prepped right here. I have different sizes prepped here. sew your small ones. So prep them beforehand, like Crafterina did. You prep them so when you get on a roll and you're ready to do it, you just could go right through them instead of having to stop and go. Stop and go. Just be like a working machine. So you see how fast that one was? And then just cut the top off, decorative scissors, and you have a beautiful envelope that you could store. You could cut it off as short as you want to. You can make it as short as you want to. These are some I've already made, and with the beautiful paper. Like I said, this is a short one. This is another one. This here is another one, and also this one. So you have the idea. So I am not going to bore you. Not unless you just want to watch me do the rest of them. It's left up to you, but I'm going to put in a fast forward. Good morning. I am going to sew some papers, different types of papers this morning, like the index card I'm going to use. I'm going to use some Project Life cards. I am going to use some cards that I made from just regular plain index cards. And I'm going to do this video for Christine. Christine thanked me. Hi, Christine. And I'm hoping you're watching. She thanked me for showing her how to do sewing. She said because she's seen a lot of stitching on different projects, I guess, but she'd never seen how it's actually done. So this morning I'm going to show you how it is done. And another option, if you do not have a sewing machine, you just can take your regular pen, your fine point pen, and I think I used a Pilot one, and you just, you know, draw those short lines like it's been stitched. So this is another alternative if you do not have a sewing machine. But I'm going to get started with this large envelope that I added a napkin to. And another way that a lot of women do it, Christine, is they usually just take index cards or any type of card and they stitch all around it, and then they take it and they will use it. This is how I do it. I take my hot glue gun and I take the card that's stitched and just glue it to the center of my glassine bag, so it will look like I haven't stitched the bag. I just stitched the index card and glued it down. So that's how it looks. So always start with your gauge here on the edge of the paper. That's what you go by to keep your stitching straight. Always start with your needle down in your paper. So you can start off slow if you want to, and just remember to keep it on the edge of the paper as best as possible. Now when you get ready to come to, let me see, can I get it higher so you can actually see? Let me see. You just make sure your needle is down in the paper. Needles down. Keep your needle down. Lift up the lever. Make sure your needle is still down. I could have came a little bit more because I have to make sure I'm on the edge. So there you go. On the edge. On the edge. When you get close to the edge, you slow down. Then make sure your the lever, turn, press it back down, and start to sew again. I think it's again when I get to the edge, I usually back stitch. Okay. Use my scissor to cut it off, and you see how it is stitched around the edges. Okay, and this is a large envelope, which you can see the stitching and get it to focus around the edges. Perfect. Okay, I'm not sure whether or not it's moving, but I'm going to do a small one for you. Needles down on the edge, stitch. Coming to the edge, slow down, needle down, turn, stitch. Like that. Get your scissors, and there you have it. Same thing with index cards on the edge, down, to the edge, lift. Idea. So, like I was saying, take for instance, you see your paper here. This already has the stitching around it. See there? And you see the index card that already have the stitching around it. So what you would do, I would take my glue gun and I will glue it to the glassine bag. You see? Let me move this so you can see. I will glue it to my glassine bag, center it, and get my hot glue gun and glue it so it doesn't look like I actually, you know, look like you sewed the bag, but not really. You only just sewed the tag, the index card. And the same with the larger ones. Take it, this one that I just stitched, you see the stitching, and just glue it. I would just glue it to the bag. Some ladies like to leave the string hanging, which is a, you know, another added touch, but I would just glue it to the bag. So I hope this helped you, sweetie, with the stitching. And also, let me show you really quick. Go back in. Wow, I can't. I will have to change my my foot if I wanted to do zigzag, but I'm just going to do the regular stitch here so you can see how you can sew a glassine bag. So your glassine bag, the same principle, the same idea. And a lot of ladies use a zigzag stitch, so if you want to stitch around the bag, fine, stitch around the bag, and then you get your stitch paper and just glue it, okay? Because this way you'll still be able to put something inside the bag, okay? So that's my tip and that's my technique. I hope it helped you. Be blessed.